Here to tell us more about the Jamie Oliver Good School Food Awards is the man himself. Hello, Jamie.
We got the award.
You got the award. He's here. He's in the building. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome.
Lovely to be here.
What was it like for you meeting up with last year's winners? You must have been so proud.
It's always gold. You know, like real people doing really important things on the front line. You know, we're talking about, you know, when it comes to school food, it's over 100,000 cooks out there feeding our kids every single day. You know, it's a big operation, 26,000 schools, you know, 9 million odd kids.
Yeah.
You know, nearly a quarter of those on free school lunches. It's really important. And this opportunity that we have 190 days of the year to do something positive for breakfast and lunch is immense. It's like this incredible thing. So the School Food Awards, and thank you for all your support, by the way, is about celebrating all that is good about this industry, this world. So food educators, teachers, you know, cooks, teams. So yeah, and when you show what good is, hopefully parents and students and teachers around the country go, right, I want a bit of this, and it is theirs to have.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring, and there's this new award that we saw in the film just there, this Joe Wicks Food for Fuel Award. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I've known Joe quite a while now, and he's such an amazing man, and he's done such a lot for kids in schools, PE, of course. And look, he was, I think, going to do his own thing, and I said, look, just jump on this, let's do it together, and let's unify. So he's doing anything to do with energy in, energy out, getting schools going, and whoever wins it, he's going to go to the school and get them all doing press-ups and whatever, you know. But he's a lovely boy, and I think, you know, we need that energy and enthusiasm, and I've been blessed. I've got some amazing judges helping. Prue Leaf, obviously Mary Berry is gold, amongst many others. Like, you know, it's all about getting people to support, you know, teachers, food educators, and getting kids excited about food.
Us here at the One Show, Jay, we are really looking forward to getting involved again with the Rising Star Awards.
You're a judge.
I am a judge indeed.
He's a good cook.
I can't wait. You know, I love me cooking.
Good.
I'm always trying to pick his brain. I'm always on his stuff, kind of going, what do I do with this? But yeah, can't wait to get involved. We just saw a clip there of Steve, who won last year. I mean, he's set the bar high, hasn't he? Like, what are you looking for this year to, you know, to top that, I suppose?
So look, these men and women that cook for schools are incredible. Like, what they do, they often haven't got loads of resource, loads of bodies to do stuff. They create incredible menus that is nourishing and delicious for hundreds, if not thousands of kids. Like, what these kids do would make most chefs cry. They have 45 minutes to feed hundreds or thousands. Yeah. So we're looking for, these people that are working at Steve's level, they're problem solvers, they're going beyond the job. They can see how powerful this is for kids. So I want to find it. Obviously, I want to see a kitchen that's full of great food and choice and being clever with budgets and food and machinery and local help. So yeah, if you have an incredible school food service, a great cook, a great team, a great food educator, of course, these awards are about that. We want to find them, the judges will vet them, and then you know, we get to give them an award, make them feel special, give them love, shine a light on them, and we know that makes a difference.
It does, yeah.
They'll be in the spotlight too, because the winner's going to be doing some cooking on the morning live set.
Yes, no pressure, no pressure.
So apart from JJ, as you said, you have got some other famous faces helping you. You've got Dame Mary Berry, she's back, Dame Prue Leith, McFly's Danny Jones. I mean, really great to have their support on this subject, isn't it?
It is. We want an array of people to help us judge what great looks like and what is special. The support has been amazing, and we're getting continued support from people from all kinds of backgrounds. So I feel blessed for that. And I think everyone seems to be really passionate about arming our kids in the brain and the tummies about food, where it comes from, how it affects their bodies. We have 190 days of if you think about it, from the age of 4 to 16, the government is responsible for half a kid's nutrition, give or take, right? So this is an opportunity, not a problem. And, you know, even with stuff coming up with elections in the future, who knows, hopefully child health will become more central.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Brilliant. Can't wait to get involved.
It's time now to welcome our next guest. It's Romesh Ranganathan. Romesh,
Thank you.
Welcome.
Now, Rom, I know that Chris is someone you know really well.
He's a good mate, yeah.
You are also a believer in celebrating differences. You've talked about that in your stand-up, and it also came up in your kids' book that you wrote. So this subject is one that strikes a chord for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I've had it to a slightly lesser degree, having like a lazy eye and stuff. You know, it's not to the same degree, but it does affect. I feel like, you know, watching that, it's the way that people interact with you is slightly clouded by what they're seeing. Do you know what I mean? And you want them to see beyond that. And some people don't, and I don't think you can necessarily blame people, but at the same, if it's not, sometimes it's accidental. But I really do feel strongly that making people feel like that is a difference that you can celebrate rather than be sort of feel horrible about. I think is a really important thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, let's talk about your stand-up tour, shall we? Now, comedians, they obviously like to use like personal material, don't they, kind of in their stand-up? But this is something that's got you into a little bit of hot water at home, I hear.
Yeah, it's an issue. Well, I mean, the issue is twofold. One is that I'm really honest on stage, and two, Lisa, my wife, doesn't watch anything I do, so she finds out about it later on. So I had this thing where I was talking about doing the school run, and I was talking about talking to parents telling me about their children, and I just said off the cuff, I don't care about your children. Like I'm biologically hardwired to care about mine, and yours are. I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm sure they're wonderful, but I personally don't have an interest. and then we were at this kid's birthday party, and these parents came up and they said, "We would tell you what ours have been up to, but you don't care, do you?" And Lisa hadn't seen me do that, so she just looked at me. She goes, "One of your other jokes, another one of your clever things that you said on TV, was it? Well done, Ron."
And did you know what it was that you? Because
I knew straight away. As soon as they approached, I saw.
Okay.
I saw it. I got another time I got into trouble was that I was doing a show Taskmaster, and you have to choose things. Like we had to select prizes that we'd lose if we didn't win the show, and they said bring in your worst present you've ever received, and I just forget it's being televised. So I brought in this snow globe that my sister-in-law got me, which is like, she'd sort of done this Christmas snow globe and she'd sort of photoshopped Santa hats onto me and the kids and gave it to me, and I brought it into the show and I said, "This is like trash." Anyway, I didn't know Taskmaster was going to be that big. I had no idea. I was on the first series. I mean, like, the next time they came round, they went, "You said you like that globe?" Yeah. I was like, "Oh, mate." They gave me another globe the following Christmas to pretend they were joking, but I could tell it hurt.
Yeah, annual globe from now on. So the new tour is called Hustle. I mean, Romesh, you are the hardest working man in comedy, I think. So is that the inspiration for the title?
Well, it's kind of, I'll be honest with you, it's sort of a bit of a contradiction. I mean, the hustle thing is a bit of my kind of, the show's sort of me looking at the fact that we're all being pushed into this grind culture of like, every day you've got to work as hard as you possibly can, how are you going to smash today and stuff like that. And people have said to me, like, you like, arguably you hustle, but I don't feel like I work hard. I feel like I work a lot. There's a difference. I don't find my job hard. I love what I do. I'm lucky enough to love what I do. So I can't think of the last time I dreaded going into work. I don't like being away from home, but I feel like I love my work. But I feel like we don't have to be smashing every day. We don't have to be pushing the envelope every single day. It's okay to just get through it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And so the show's kind of a statement on that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not making it sound that funny, but trust me, I deliver it in a really delightful way, and it's a sideways glance at life that I think everyone could enjoy.
It's always funny, Rom. It's always funny. All right, Romesh's tour, Hustle, continues tomorrow, and tickets are available right now. Go and get them. Now,
while you're here, Romesh, we've got to talk about 500 words. So this is the BBC's short story competition for kids aged 5 to 11, and the judges gathered today at Buckingham Palace to start their deliberations. Some brilliant people involved. There's Selene Henry, Frank Cottrell-Boyce, Charlie Higson and Francesca Simon. And it's all geared up for this grand final event where the 50 finalists will get to go to Buckingham Palace and meet Queen Camilla. And you are going to be hosting the whole event. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. It's a combination of excitement and nerves because, obviously, I'm going to be on best behaviour. Like, there's certain things I won't be doing, like I won't be using the toilet while I'm there. I just think it's just better to sort of minimise any issues. Do you know what I mean? And so I'm just trying to maintain some sort of level of decorum and be, operating at top notch.
Do you not feel like that could work out really, really badly if you time it wrong?
I think I will make preparations to avoid any embarrassment.
Sounds like a story coming to me. Now you're going to be joined by some famous faces who'll have the task of reading out some of the winning stories. And you can actually reveal now, can't you, the first two celebrities that are going to be doing that? Yes,
the first two celebrities are Hugh Bonneville and Oti Mabuse.
Oh, very nice.
Very exciting, yeah.
I mean, these two so exciting. And look at this. This is what Oti had to say.
Hi everyone, it's Oti Mavusa here, and I cannot wait to join you at the 500 Words Final, where I will be announcing one of the awesome winning stories. See you there.
And you can watch the whole event on a Special One show. That's going to be out on World Book Day, March the 7th. And on BBC Breakfast that same morning, you'll get to see more of the judging that's taken place today.
Now, Jamie, as somebody, you spoke about dyslexia for a while. You've written many books, over the years. How important do you think it is, like, competitions like this exist?
Really, really important. I think, like, my kids all took part in 500 Words, and I think it's nice. It's like, it's exciting, and it's great that everyone gets behind it. For me, as a dyslexic kid, I would have never have done it, right? Because it just felt words were my enemy for sure, and the whole idea of reading was a bit of a nightmare. But I think things have moved on. There's more help now, and certainly for me, like things like audiobooks have been really, really powerful. And certainly when I did my kids' book, I wanted to sort of make it as immersive as possible and make, get things flying around the place, sound effects, music, different actors. Yeah. So for me, that would have kept my attention. But there's so much that can be done now. And I think the important thing is that everyone can write, and if you struggle to actually physically write, you can use dictaphones like I did. You can use stickies and build up narratives and characters. You can get help from people. Because I think ultimately, if you've got any kind of neurodiversity, it's about how do you learn to problem solve. Anyone can do anything. You just got to, and people often say, what do these people do in your office? And I say, they do all the things I'm really bad at. And there's a lot.
So I think that's a good thing about this competition, because I feel like, what Jamie's talking about, being a kid and feeling like creative writing is something that's not for you. This is like a no barriers competition. It's not about spelling, it's not about grammar, it's not about punctuation. It's about just creative writing. And I feel like, we're trying to tackle the issue of, like, some kids may think that creative writing's not for them because they've struggled with those elements. It's not about that. It's just about coming up with a great piece of writing, a great story, something you'd want to read yourself and submitting it. So it's, I feel like it's a really positive thing.
Thank you to you both. It's been great. Thank you very much.
Alex and Ronan will be here tomorrow with new guest dragon Emma Greed, Frank Skinner and Matt for Watchdog. Have a lovely evening.
Good night.
Bye.